Welcome to the GrowCast Show. My name is Yu Hong and I'll be your host for today. And today in our studio, we have Vincent Lim, a 15-year realtor with multiple workings with developers. He's also known on TikTok as Fu Gui Xuan Feng. So let's get to our questions today. Vincent, is 2026 still a good time to buy a new launch in Singapore?
It's better to question like, is it a better time to buy, a right time to buy a property in 2026? It's better to ask yourself, is it a right time for you to purchase a property now? Because property price depends on the population increase in Singapore, the land scarcity, and also the household formation is very strong. You should ask yourself, is your income stable? If your income is stable, anytime is the right time, as long you buy the right property with the right price and with the right advice.
So, will private property prices still continue rising from here or it will drop?
If you look at the land cost keep increasing and the wages also increasing, even the material costs also increasing, especially now there's war, so uncertainty, or everything goes up. Do you think the price will come down? No, right? Take an example. When we are young, our parents did. Example, in Toa Payoh, a HDB it cost about 9,900 to 12,900. And today, left 40 years, do you know how much they are selling? 380,000 to 400,000. Is the property price going to drop? No. Important thing is you must choose a right projects with the right price, with a future potentially that will increase the value. And also, important thing, you never listen to those market auntie, uncle that tell you. You must get a professional advice like me that I can help you.
So, how do buyers know whether they are entering at the right price?
Normally, we will look at a few things. First, to me, I will look at the zone, the regional, the transacted price, followed by the district, and followed by the development surrounding transaction. Whether are you buying at a higher price or are you buying at the average price of the transaction price or below that is the best. So I always help my clients to analyze the 4 P's that I created myself so that they have informative information to make a decision whether they are buying a right price or a wrong price. If you're buying at the wrong price, I can tell you, you will hold the property for years.
So what happens to property owners if interest rates continue to stay high for a long time?
High interest, that means your mortgage is high, is the affordability, and also very stressed. If to some of the buyers, if their financial is strong, to them, there's no issue. But to some people, they are stretching, so they will feel a bit more stress. So how I advise my clients is that we will do a stress test before they go into purchasing so that when the interest rate still continue to go up, right, they still can sleep sweetly at night without any stress. Buying a property is to grow your wealth. It's not to have a burden on your shoulder. So today, a lot of people don't understand this part. So they always say that, I know my financial status. I know how strong I am. But the best is let me help you to do the full financial calculation and the stress test for the next 3 to 5 years so that you can have a very informative information to make a right decision now.
Do all new launches confirm make money?
Wow, which agent tell you confirm? Sorry, I dare not tell you. Not all projects make money. It depends. Sometimes about the location, the surrounding. Is there a transformation? Is there a price that sustain the selling price? Some people, they make money in a project, but some people, they make a loss in the project. Why? Because they choose the wrong unit, buy at the wrong price. I have a client, they just go shopping and was suddenly go into one show flat and she just bought a property and she complained to me, actually, I'm buying at a high price. Why? Because during the launch, so many people are rushing in and the unit she want taken out. So every unit she want taken out. So at the end of the day, she bought the highest per square foot and she regret. I will advise my clients, never walk into a show flat yourself. Let me analyze the price, whether is it worth to consider this project or you have any other choice with the same price or better view or better location. So remember, don't walk into show flat yourself. is very dangerous.
Is buying a new launch really better than buying a resale condo?
There's no right or wrong you buy a new launch or a resale. If today you can wait for the new projects to TOP within another 2 to 3 years, then you might want to consider a new launch because in the beginning it's paying by progressive payment. You don't one shot pay everything. So you got time to play with your finance. If today I need a house that I need to move it immediately and I want space, then you might want to consider a resale, which that give you the space and immediate you can occupy the units. You have to ask yourself which one suits you.
What exactly is stack selection and how important is it?
Stack selection is the vertical column, the units is called stack selection. It's very important. Certain stacks they are facing the west sun and certain stacks is facing the pool or facing the east, all this makes a difference. If the facing is facing the pool, do you think the price will come cheap? No, right? Because developer know. Everybody like to face the pool because it's a very nice pool view or an open view. So you will come with a premium price. Some units they're facing the west, but doesn't mean you're facing the west, you will get a west sun. But the price difference sometimes is about 50,000 to 100,000. So every project, there is different pricing over the stacks. A 15 years experience in project marketing, I know how developer will price the stacks. So I always advise my clients before they purchase any stacks. We'll study the stack, study the price, study whether is it a high floor or low floor or this facing or that facing. There's many details to study. A lot of buyers, they don't understand. So remember, if you're going to choose any stack, better get a good advice from your property agent.
What should buyers look out for when choosing facing and floor level for new launch condos?
Most of the buyer, when they go into the show flat, they will focus on the show flat, focus on the model, focus on amenities. But there's something that they forgot, they overlook, is the floor level. Doesn't mean you buy at the high floor, you will make money in the future. Doesn't mean you choose the low floor, you will have difficulty to sell or you don't make much money in the future. There's many things. Example, you're buying a high floor, you must study the surrounding. Is it blocked by your neighbors? Or is there any future building coming up? This is very important because normally for developer, they will put a premium on the higher floor. And if the building to building is very close, normally I will ask my clients to choose the low floor because when you sit at your living hall, you look up, your eye level is the trees or the facilities. You don't find that your neighbor is very close to you. I myself, I stay on the second floor. So when I sit down on my living hall, I look out, it's all the amenities, all the trees is so nice and fantastic view. Rather than choose a high floor, you look out, it's your neighbor. Today, what they are eating, you also can see.
Are buyers today buying based on fundamentals or fear of missing out?
There's a mixture of both. Some people, they just are focusing, analyzing whether they can afford to buy. And some people, they will follow. When there's a launch, they just follow. People buy, they just buy because they're scared that if you don't buy now, they can't get a better one. Or you don't buy now, you'll buy more expensive in the future. So all this, one thing to me is very important. Urgency with analysis will make a right decision. That means you're urgent to buy something, but you must analyze whether the price is correct, the location is correct before you take action. Don't buy with FOMO. Follow people when people say you don't buy now, tomorrow the price will go up. Then you FOMO and buy without analyze your financial location. Is it the right project that you want to stay in for future? So to me, important thing is ask yourself first, is it the right location that you want? Will you stay here for long? And also, have you analyzed your financial? All this must be in place before you buy a property.
With your 15 years of experience, what do you analyze differently now for property buyers compared to when you first started out as a property agent?
Now I will analyze the surrounding first. Then also, is there a transformation in this area? And also, to me, I got the 4 Ps. That means I will analyze the zone, the price transacted, the district price transacted, and the surrounding price transacted, and the price within this development, the difference, to analyze whether this is a right projects to enter. I analyze more on the numbers. If the numbers make sense, then just go for it. If the numbers not the right numbers that I want, I think we should give it a miss. not every project you must buy or it's a good project. Sometimes, even though in Orchard area, there's one project, no doubt, last time they launched is quite cheap, 2004 per square foot, 2003 per square foot. And today, about 7-8 years, they're still making a loss. So numbers to me and the transformation, location is very important.
So that's all the questions we have for today. Stay tuned for the next episode.